So I'm here to talk about long haul travel hacks that actually work for people like me, passport brothers. 90% of the flights I've taken in the last 5 years have been long haul flights, and each time has been a completely different experience. I've flown different airlines, different routes, different times of day, but one thing is constant, and that's that long haul travel is tough on the body and the mind. When I travel, I'm not just out there gallivanting across the globe without a care in the world. I was traveling with a purpose to see my fiance in Vietnam. That's why me and other passport brothers traveled so extensively. So these tips are tips that I've learned in real time and in real life by actually addressing problems I experienced. If there was a problem in trip number two, I fixed it in trip number three, and so on and so forth. So let's get started. Number one, don't do anything you normally wouldn't do. By that I mean don't use a 16-hour flight as a catalyst for your new way of life or your new change. Some gurus say not to drink coffee or not to have caffeine, and I think that's bad advice. Don't try to quit smoking. Don't try to avoid caffeine if you're a coffee drinker. Don't switch to veganism. Don't try to go on a fast, etc. Don't do any of that while you are traveling. Long haul flights are stressful. Don't add any more stress to it. Lots of travel hackers will tell you not to drink wine, not to drink coffee or tea because it may dehydrate you. It's true, planes are very dry, so just drink a cup of water after your tea or coffee. Splurge, have a beer, have a cocktail. Just make sure you drink water afterwards. Don't try anything new. Number two, register with the airline's frequent flyer program. Do it now before you book your flight. It only takes a minute or two, and then you can make sure you enter your frequent flyer number when you book your tickets. Some airlines, like Singapore Airlines, allow you to receive immediate benefits after your first flight. With other airlines, you have to accumulate miles or points to be redeemed when you reach certain milestones. Number three, wear a face mask. Keep it on in common areas or public areas. Don't worry about what other people think. Do it for yourself. People are disgusting. They have bad hygiene habits. I've seen people pull down their face mask to cough into the air to share with everyone around you. Yeah, thanks for sharing, asshole. Wear a face mask. Number four, bring an empty water bottle. Amazon is full of pricey portable water bottles for travelers. Why waste money on fancy refillable water bottles that you will probably leave in the airport, in the restroom, or on the plane? Bring the bottle you most likely already have with you for your trip. Water is free at the airport. You usually just have to go just past security at one of the free water fountains. Bring the bottle with you, and if you leave it in the lounge or the restroom, who cares? Just get another one. But if you have to have a brand new water bottle, I've got a link in the description for a really cool collapsible one that saves you on space. Number five, bring a seat cushion. Economy seats on airplanes are the most uncomfortable seats in the world. Even on short domestic flights, you will feel aches and pains in your bottom. Now imagine sitting in one spot for 11 to 18 hours. That's how my trips were. It can be excruciating for your tailbone. Now, people tend to splurge on things like neck pillows, but a seat cushion can be the difference between feeling like a young person or an old cripple after your flight. But use an actual seat cushion. Don't try to use a pillow, or it will cause pressure points on your bottom. I'll include a link to the seat cushion that I use personally. In fact, I have to buy a new one because I left mine on the plane at Singapore Airlines and they haven't found it yet. I believe that was flight SQ36. Number six, bring noise canceling over the ear headphones. Now, when it comes to keeping things quiet, you can't convince me that little earbuds work the same as over the ear headphones. Mostly, I hate earbuds because they never fit well. I have Bose over the ear headphones, and they work wonders in drowning out crying babies or signaling to the person sitting next to me that I really don't want to have a conversation with them. Number 7, access an airport lounge. Now, having a quiet place to relax in the airport can be the difference between arriving refreshed or in a state of chaos. You don't have to have airline points or credit card points or club memberships to access lounges. I signed up for the priority pass after my second long haul trip, and I never looked back. I remember having a 8-hour layover in Taiwan, and having access to a bed and a shower did tremendous for my state of mind. Number 8, choose your meal before the flight. Most airlines allow you to choose a special meal before the flight according to your diet or religious beliefs. Pre-chosen meals are delivered first during mealtime. That means that while everyone else is sitting around waiting, you will get your meal first. That also means that you can finish first and you can get to the restroom before everyone else does. Typically, I go for the vegetarian or the seafood options. Even though I tend to sit all the way in the back of the plane, I still get my food first. Speaking of sitting all the way in the back of the plane, number 9 is to choose your seat wisely. I prefer aisle seats. I like to have unobstructed access to the restroom. I'd rather be the person getting up to let people go to the restroom than the person asking everyone to get up for him. I really don't care if I'm sitting in the back or the middle of the plane as long as I have a direct route to the restroom. Advanced seat selection often allows me easy access during restroom downtimes. That's when everyone else is sleeping and I can jump up unobstructed and go right to the restroom without waiting. Depending on where you choose your seat, the galley and snacks can be close by. Number 10, buy travel insurance. Many travel gurus insist on suggesting you buy GPS trackers or apps to locate your luggage if it's lost or worse, stolen. The reality is, if your luggage is stolen in a foreign country, you don't want to risk trying to track it down on your own. Doing so is very risky and can put your life in jeopardy, literally. Things like the tiles and the Apple tags may be useful in your home country, but in a strange land, you're better off dealing with an insurance company that will replace your lost items. Travel insurance comes in many forms and many amounts and can help with lost luggage, missed flights, or even medical emergencies. Travel insurance is one of those things you hate paying for, but when you need it, you're glad that you did. 11. Bring extra cash or a special travel credit card. I bring a secured credit card with me and I only use it during actual travel days. This way, if I have a long layover and I want to spend a few hours in a nice restaurant, I can do it. If I want to buy my way into a luxurious lounge, I can do it. I just bring my spare travel credit card and pay my way in. Sometimes my priority pass doesn't give me access, and that's why I set aside an extra $500 for creature comforts. For example, if I see some goodies in the flight magazine that will make perfect gifts for my family back home, I buy them. I never go over my budget because it's a secured credit card, and I never have to deny myself life's little pleasures. When my trip is over, I reload the card and set it aside for the next trip. Lastly, number 12, and I know you've never heard this one before, wear Crocs. Crocs are the most comfortable, versatile shoes you can wear on a plane. They're non-restrictive, so your foot can slide in and out with minimal effort. They're non-binding, so they won't get too tight if your feet swell on the plane, and they will. You can wear them with or without socks, and they have a little extra strap that you can use if you need a little help in securing them in place. They are safer than flip-flops or sandals because they cover your whole foot, but they are durable and lightweight. Plus, they come in all sorts of fashionable designs and colors, so even the manliest man can be comfortable and fashionable in a pair of Crocs on the plane. That's it. Those are my 12 long haul tips for passport brothers who are traveling overseas to meet someone special or to reconnect with an old flame. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.